Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we learn more tricks and details about how to use Apple's default note. In last video we learned about the basic introduction and the basic features of the Apple's default note. So today we'll move a step forward and now we'll go for the more detailing of this app. So let's start. So first we'll click on our app. So this is our note. Let me enlarge it. So if you haven't updated your iPad to iOS 17, so my request is to update that, because after updating the iOS we'll have some new features in the notes as well. So after updating to iOS 17, there is a new feature in the Apple's default note. Is this is the crayon that they have recently added. This is the use if you are making any kind of figure, like I have made a square. What you can do with this crayon is you select and you can fill the colors in figures that you have drawn on your note. Very simple. You can adjust the size of the crayon tip and then you can start the coloring. Now sometimes you have written some 2-3 lines and then you want to insert some space between those two lines and you forgot something to add. How to add that particular line between those two lines in a very efficient way? So let's see. Let me write something like so I have written these two lines, but I want to add something between these two lines that I forgot to write. What you do, you just tap on the line between these two. There's an option called insert space. You click on this and then you have your desired space. You can decrease or increase the space as per your requirement, like this. With this line you touch on this arrow and then you can just simply drag up and down according to your requirement. So this is how you insert space. So how to select the whole text without using this lasso tool or the selection tool. Tap on the word and your word is selected, and with these two pointers, this is the upper pointer, you can drag upside and you can select the upper portion, and the lower pointer is to drag down and select the lower text. So now your whole text has been selected. You have a yellowish outline to every word. Now you can drag these selected text as per your requirement. So now we'll learn how to add table and how to add columns and rows. So there's only one disadvantage, that you can't add table in between your notes. Like you have written full page of your notes and then you feel like you should add some kind of table to represent the basic data of your project or your document. You can't do that. The table will appear on the top of that note. So let's see how to use table. So we click on this icon. So this whole format has appeared. One section, there is 3 dots over here and there are 3 another dots over here. So this is your column and this is your row. If you want to add more columns, select on this one column and then click on these 3 dots. The whole column section is selected now. Then what you do, you click on these 3 dots again and there are 2 options called delete column and add column. You can click on the add column, so you can see you have new column. What you do to delete the column, tap on the 3 dots again. After this whole thing is highlighted with the yellow color, then only you can delete or add the columns. Again you tap on these 3 dots, click on delete column, your column has been deleted. Now how to add rows? For this, tap on these 3 dots, then again tap on these 3 dots and then there is option called add row. So there is another row has been added. If you want to delete that, again tap on these 3 dots, select delete row, and row has been deleted. So this 3 dot is for adding columns or deleting columns, and this 3 dot is for adding rows or deleting rows. Now you will say that how to increase the length of every column or row. The length or the column of every row will be same, but it won't be messing around the other columns. Like you have written something, like I am writing something in this row. What I'll write, so I have written this thing, geography and science, in brackets there is important subjects. The length of the row won't change, but it will manage in 2 or 3 lines if you have written something in that row and the text that you have written in those rows has a lot of words, so that it will just increase the width of the row. So yeah, this is how you add table. Now you want to make some shapes and some figures, and like arrows and some triangles or something like that. How to do that? Very easy. You select your pen and then you draw a rough figure. I am drawing circle. Just stay for like 2 seconds and then your circle is made. You just make sure that the starting point and the last point of figure should be fused together to make a complete circle. So this is how you can make your square, triangles, rectangles. Okay, there is only one drawback, that you cannot select and adjust the shape according to your requirement. If it is done in this way, it will remain in this way, and if you make it in straight line, then only you will able to get the straight alignment. If you are making some shapes in diagonal way, after the shape has been made, you can select and then you can just rotate it according to your requirement. You can't do that. So if you want to make a straight shape, you make sure that you just make it in a straight way. When you're making the rough shape, you make sure that it is straight, then only you can get the straight rectangle or whatever the figure you are making. So now if you want to make arrows, same goes with that. Like you are making an arrow and you have made like this. So if you keep it for like 1 or 2 seconds like that, it will give you a beautiful arrow without those wiggly lines. Whatever the shape you take of the arrow, it will give this same shape. Like if I'm going like this, so arrows are very beautifully made in this. So this is how you can make shapes and arrows. So today we learn a little bit more about Apple's default note. I hope you like this video. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends, and please subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching and have a beautiful day.